Wait, working? I think so. I think it should be working. More art. Why? Because I want it to. Why do I keep having this get rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions? Why not? I thought that was like a partner only thing or whatever, you know? I think everything should be working properly. Yes. Put that there. And then we put that there. So, more art, because I'm feeling artistic, I suppose. For what reason? I do not know. I mean, I saw the Game Freak leaked about like the whole Pokemon mythology, mythos stuff. I don't want to say it was a fun read. Actually, now that I think about it, it was kind of a fun read, seeing kind of the wackiness of it and knowing there were other people out there that work for, what's it called? That actually work for Nintendo. I mean, by proxy. Because they work for Game Freak, right? And they're just like writing, oh yeah, once upon a time, there was a woman who hated, was it Slackoths? And she would like gouge the eyes out of Slackoths. And then one day she gave birth to a Slackoth. Because that's kind of freaky, no? So, back to MS Paint. How do I fix the canvas picture? Let me see. Let me make sure I have a list because I'm on Wikipedia. I was gonna Control-C, Control-V the list into like Notepad so I don't accidentally click on it and then see the image of the Pokemon I haven't seen in like 10 plus years. But when I do that, there's no spacing and the formatting is just terrible. So it just reads Bulbasaur, obviously, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. But anyways, I haven't seen like any of the original 150 Pokemon in like, I want to say at least a couple of years. I haven't taken a comprehensive look. My memory is pretty decent. I have a pretty good memory. So the first one I remember is Bulbasaur. So I can picture it in my mind's eye, right? But I'm not sure if I can put the beauty of this small green leaf dinosaur onto canvas. That was a pretty good circle. Let me see. Let me see if I can resize this. Oh, we can zoom in. Zooming in is good too. I need an appropriate background. All my art needs to be framed by an appropriate setting. So just like any small child, when I imagine a small, youthful Bulbasaur, there's going to be a sun here. The sun's pretty big, right? Wait. Yeah, that's the sun. All right. Actually, no. The sun should be bigger. The sun's like. Now I'm not like an astronomer or anything, but like I've heard the sun is pretty big. There. That's like sun colored. Right? I've stared at the sun enough times as a small kid to know like this is vaguely sun colored. I mean, like I lost a little bit of my eyesight afterwards, but we don't talk about that. That's for the most part like what the sun kind of looks like. And then there's like a blue sky, right? There's a blue sky, and then when I imagine Bulbasaur, he's always he's sitting on grass on the ground. Because like where else would he be? My brush thickness should be bigger. Oh, I accidentally right-clicked. MS Paint is honestly one of the greatest things. The two biggest joys of free software in any Microsoft computer, MS Paint. Wait, Flight Simulator was Google Earth, and then in Windows XP, there was the old pinball game with the sounds and everything. There, this is the canvas upon which I will draw the first Pokemon, Bulbasaur. I don't remember. What does he look like again? He had a green bulb, right? He had a bulb. That's why he's called Bulbasaur. And he's like a dinosaur too, and he had like freckles or like green freckles. The color selection will be tricky though, because he was. I don't want to make him the same color as this guy because he wasn't the same color as this guy. He was like a different hue. Maybe. Oh, it doesn't show on stream. That's curious. I'm in the color selection, like trying to think of what color Bulbasaur is. He was like teal, right? He was like this. Oh, I was like that color, right? Okay, yeah. How do I do this? Right. I have to zoom in a lot. Gotta steady my hand because my hand is always shaking. I don't know why. I don't even have like. I don't think I have any nerve damage yet. All right. Vision. See it. See the leaf-type Pokemon, the leaf starter of the Kanto region. Pokedex entry number 1. What does he look like? He's got a round body. Yes, I see it in my head now. A round body. He's a rotund fella. We'll make him big. He's rotund. He's got legs. He's got like the what are they called? What do I mean? What are they called? They're legs, but what do they look like? They're like this, right? And then he'll be facing right. Why are you facing right? We're gonna get a side profile of him. That's what they call it, right? A side profile. He's got some feet. Oh, gotta connect everything. Oh. He has feet. Yes. Okay. He has front legs as well. They're also kind of stubby. There. And he's got another foot. Oh. There. Okay. I've drawn the main portion. You know? This isn't too terrible so far. We have the rough outline of what a Bulbasaur looks like. We have the form of one. The specifics are don't worry about it. All right. Yeah. And then he's got like freckles that are darker green, right? But the real important part is the bulb. I remember what the bulb looks like very distinctly. I also remember what the eyes look like as well. The bulb is like... Whoop. 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 Gonna be more evenly distributed. Oh no. There. Okay. That's pretty good. It just looks like a green onion, but do not be deceived. I think there's like petals on it too. There's spots that are like this as well, right? If my memory serves me correctly. Yes. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. It kind of just looks like a frog that had a blue frog with like a weird British hat on it. It's okay though. It's okay. The eyes. Well, first I should color in the rest of the body. I'll use the fill tool, my best friend. And then I can go back to the brush. If I thicken the brush up, it'll be fine, right? Oh, yes. Yes, this is very good. So I guess when I do this, it just kind of looks like an amorphous lump, but that's okay. Because, like, when you think about it, the first 150 Pokemon, they weren't, like, super complicated designs. Oh, that was too big. They're kind of just, like, animals you see in real life, and then you turn them into, like, elemental creatures. Some avatar of the elements, right? But this isn't too bad. It's like a dinosaur with make his head. I should make his head jut out more. If I don't do that, he kind of just looks like a toad or a frog of some type. There. To be honest, I never liked grass starters. I think there's only the only game I ever had a grass starter was Emerald, where I chose, what was his face? Trico? That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I've never willingly chosen Bulbasaur. I've always chose Charmander, and whenever I played like the first gen. Yes. This isn't bad. Need some more sunlight. All right. I should color in the bulb. I'm debating on whether there should be like some element of shading to it to kind of make the leaves a little darker or lighter. You never know. Oop. I think if I just color it all in, what does that look like? And then I can add the stripes later. Yeah, this kind of looks like Bulbasaur. This is his bulb on top. I mean, at the very least, I think the shape of the bulb is correct. Everything else is debatable. I think I got the color pretty accurately, though. I'll do a comparison after I finish drawing, just to see where I am, just to compare to the official artwork. Oop. You know, I don't want to put the actual artist too much to shame because I don't want the Game Freak to think that I'm available for hire. There. There's the feet. The head is there. Does he have ears? Do any of the Pokemon have ears? Hold on a second. I don't think Charmander does. Squirtle for sure doesn't. He has the cool sunglasses. What other... Any Pokemon have ears? Yeah, they do. They do. The Slowbro has ears. Slowbro. Is Slowbro in the first gen? Let me check. He is. Slowking's not in the first gen, though. That's sad. I kind of always liked Slowking. It reminded me of myself. Now I have to draw the eyes. How do I draw the eyes? I could just do that. There, it's a Bulbasaur. No. Because he has like triangle eyes. We'll go Pixel tool. Then he has like red. And then there's white, right? He has like white pupils, are they called? You know? That kind of matches what I envisioned in my head. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I think it's pretty good, no? Why am I flying around for? And then on the body, there's like darker shades of blue, right? So this is... Is it like this? No. The shade of blue I'm looking for should be... It's like a green blue, but like darker. Blue-gray. Is there a green blue? I don't remember. Oh, maybe it's this. Heel. Yeah, he's got like random... They're always like angular shapes too. I'll draw a triangle there. And then there's like a square there. Maybe this was only a feature on like Ash's Bulbasaur from the show when I was young. But I kind of I feel like there should be some amount of splotchiness. Oh, angles. Triangles. He just looks like he's covered in like moldy Doritos though. I'm not sure if that's quite the direction they should be taking. Maybe it's like, oh wait, we can throw some quadrilaterals on there too. There, that looks a little better. He kind of looks like a deformed giraffe a little bit, just a little bit. I think it's not bad. Can't be that bad. I think I got pretty close to the artist intent when they made Bulbasaur. I feel like this is a pretty close approximation, right? You got him here, yeah. Does he have ears? Does Bulbasaur have ears? Hold on. Envisioned. He doesn't. He does have a mouth though. We'll just draw like a little smile. It's him. It's Bulbasaur. Let me write the name. Number 1. Bulbasaur. Oh, I'm gonna write out of space on my paper. Oh no. Bulbasaur. I'm to see how I did. Oh, that was pretty close. How do I... So, Control Z, Control V. That's not bad, right? That was a pretty good approximation. I got the shape right of the thing. I mean, like, yeah, there's a little lines there. Oh, not that. Oh, what the heck? Control Y. There's like some lines on here going from there. But for the most part, I don't think you could ask for a better Bulbasaur. I mean, I miss the ears. But the freckles, I do remember. And the freckles are what kind of matters. Oop. So, we'll put this back here somewhere. We'll have the real thing versus my interpretation. Because it was supposed to be from memory, right? And now, this is my interpretation of Bulbasaur. When I imagine a Bulbasaur in my head, this is him in its most idyllic state. Grazing the fields of Kanto, carefree, joyous. The eyes are somewhat accurate at least. And the mouth, the smile is the most important part. Was pretty good. Oh. There. We'll save it. Let me make a new folder for this. Pokemon from memory. I'll put him in there. It's a Bulbasaur. It's my interpretation of one. Or at least what I have from memory. So new canvas now. A new canvas. Next is Ivysaur, the evolution. So the shape is going to be the same, no? Why would the shape not be the same? We'll put him on the same field. Oh, where's the brush tool? Border circle. We'll do here. Actually, no. We'll just draw it. We'll just draw. Okay, where's the... Okay. Here to here. The brush tool, the paint tool, the fill tool. Oh my lord. Okay. So, there. Blue background. And then the ground. This is the setting. This is how I imagine Kanto. The Kanto of my childhood. Ivysaur. So what was different about Ivysaur that compared to Bulbasaur? So Ivysaur was the one they put in Smash, right? Because they had Squirtle, they had Ivysaur, and they had Charizard. The three different evolutions of the three Kanto starters. So there should be something slightly different. I think the bulb is a little more open. He gets a little thicker, right? He still has like the splotchiness. I'll start off with like the same basic shape. Oh no, too wide. He should have a little thickness to him as well. Steady. Here we are. It's gonna be a perfect oval. The right amount of thickness, the right amount of height, a perfect canvas upon which to conduct my creature. My pocket creature, my pocket monster. That's a pretty good oval. I'd take no issue with this. This is a decent oval. I mean, oh wait. No, that would be cheating. It also wouldn't be like an oval in the way that I want it to be. You know? There. We should have a little rotundness to it. Is Ivysaur that much bigger? I'm thinking. No, it shouldn't be this thick. There should be like a little bit of sloping to the head space. Hello. I'm back at art. Would you like to see my rendition of Bulbasaur? Let me pull it up real quick. Control O. Let me Control S. This one's Ivysaur. Open. Where are my images? Where'd they go? Where did I save it? Where did I save it? Oh, it's in here. Okay. I forgot. I just made the folder. I already forgot where I put it. This is my Bulbasaur rendition. It was pretty good. You like it? It's pretty accurate. I'm drawing it from memory. I have the Wikipedia listed the first 150 up. I think I got the colors pretty good. I did. That's what I'm doing. I'm drawing them from memory. I drew it completely from memory, and then I looked up the actual image of a Bulbasaur and I put it up side by side. That's the whole the idea here, you know? Game Freak wants to make some cursed Pokemon mythology that involves like freaky stuff. I'm allowed to make my weird Pokemon that I remember from my head, even though I haven't seen Pokemon in a decade. Or the first one. I haven't seen Pokemon in a long time, at least. Your Bulbasaur is a bit bigger and a color is slightly different. It's the lighting. You know, they say the camera adds 10 pounds. Yeah, I know, right? That's impressive. This is from my dementia-ridden mind. I'm very impressed I can recall this much about Bulbasaur. Now onto the Ivysaur. That's the nicest thing you said about my art, Red. So obviously I have the exact same, the background is the same. Gotta keep the Pokemans happy. There. You gotta keep the color somewhat consistent. Aren't you proud of my improvement? This is called progress. You know, when the first time you go to, or when you start going to the gym, you make what's called newbie gains. You put on strength and size pretty easily because it's like you're lifting. I'm improving rapidly. This is like the beginner skill curve. All right, Ivysaur is chonkier. Of the 3 Kanto starters, I know what Bulbasaur looks like the least because I've only ever played choosing Charmander as my first one. You don't go to the gym? I know, but I'm making a gym analogy because I go to the gym. Except not for a while, though, because there was a fire in the gym. I don't know how. I don't know, like, how anything in the gym caught on fire. And then, like, they had to close down for like, fire inspection and shit. And they're in trouble with their insurance or something. It's weird. I don't know. Am I saying there's an insurance scam going on at my local place of fitness? No. Am I suggesting it? No. I'm just saying maybe it's possible. Someone was working out so hard they caught on fire, honestly. He had a bit of a fire workout. Right. Ivysaur. So he's like a chonkier boy. Honky. Look, he's got bigger feet too. And don't you say the color's off. It's the lighting, I swear, it's the lighting. This is the natural lighting. You see in the picture with the Bulbasaur, there was in the reference image, or like the canonical image of Bulbasaur, they use different lighting than mine. I had them in the natural light of the sun. They're happy. Honestly, I wish I could work out so hard I caught on fire. That's like my life goal, honestly. So, gotta bring his head up a little bit. I forgot his ears. I forgot that Bulbasaur had ears, so mine, like, is just deaf now. So this is, like, kind of... Oh, there. Where should I put the head? Ivysaur is like when his bulb starts to flower a little bit, so... I have to remember how that looks. But before I do that, I have the decision to make. Where do I put the ears? I think, like, over here. That's a good ear spot. Same thing with Ivysaur. We have a side view, a side portrait, if you will. Press the button on my mouse that makes my DPI lower. Same kind of eye thing. And then there's a red. There's like a red iris. Perhaps, it would be best to use the fill tool here. I feel like the fill tool is like the best tool you could ever use in... I was gonna say math, but in MS Paint. There, he's got like the red iris. He's a little more intimidating than the measly Bulbasaur. He has a bit more stockiness to him. The bulb, how much is it flowering though? Because the main difference to me between like Venusaur or Ivysaur, Venusaur, and Bulbasaur is that Venusaur I always imagine as like being very flat, and I can't imagine Venusaur from a side view. I can only imagine him from the front view because that's how he's like always presented in the Pokemon on the Pokedex art, you know. So I think here, or in Ivysaur, like the flower starts to show here, right? That's not the right color of red. But the petals start to like wear off. So we have, oh, I'll make my pen a little bigger, my brush. Like here, like here. It should be bigger, it should be bigger. Something like this, right? This is loose. Here. It kind of looks like he has wings. Then you have the base, right? All right, okay. It's shaping, it's shaping. You have this part. Oop, like, make it skinnier. Much skinnier. No, not too skinny. And it's still like... It's still... Isn't Bulbasaur based on a frog? I thought he was supposed to be a dinosaur. That's why he had Sar in his name. He was just like a dinosaur with a bulb on it. I don't think he's based on a frog. Frogs don't have ears like Bulbasaur does. Do frogs, they have like holes instead of ears, right? You know what I mean? So the bulb shape, I'm trying, it's like, I don't want to say it's an hourglass figure, but it like opens up towards the bottom, right? It's like that. So this is way too small for Ivysaur. And then he also has like the whips too. Bulbasaur is based off of a frog? The fuck? Why didn't they call him Bulba Frog then? Okay, this is a good outline. This is decent. I can do big. Need some more leaves here as well. Oop. I will ask you. I'm gonna go read all the Pokemon leaks now and see like if they have an explanation, including the weird Pokemon leaks. I saw what went on. I know what Game Freak's about. Can you make a suggestion? Sure. You can always make a suggestion. Well, I listened to that suggestion. Maybe not. Ooh. There. Make the flower bigger. You're right. It's not quite proportional. There. And I know it's not like... It shouldn't be... It hasn't bloomed yet, right? So it's still like in this weird oblong shape. It kind of looks like a strawberry. Maybe it should be a little thicker on the bottom. A little more bottom heavy. You miss drawing like this? You miss drawing good, you mean? You miss drawing like really... You were a very talented kindergartner then. I think this isn't bad. Au contraire, I think it's quite good. You know? You know what Picasso said? When he was 15, he could draw like the masters. It took him a lifetime to draw like a child again. So in some ways, you could say I'm drawing like Picasso, if you think I'm drawing like a child. Isn't that like a really famous Picasso quote, though? Then you got thrown into art school. It was all good until you had to learn how to do it forever. You see? I think there's also like splotches of yellow or like orange on this thing. I feel like this is like part of it. You don't know any Picasso quotes? I got one. You're just different. I feel like Picasso would have spoken a little English. I think Picasso might have at some point said like, fuck you to some random guy who didn't like his art. So like technically, when you see someone you don't like, you could say, hey, to quote Picasso, go fuck yourself. And you wouldn't be wrong. I feel like that's something he did say at one point. Now it looks like a corpse flower. I feel like I might have read somewhere that's what the flower that is on Venusaur and Bulbasaur's back is based off of. Because to me, this kind of looks like an upside-down strawberry, but like really badly drawn. But it could also look like a corpse flower. That's an acceptable interpretation of my art. Now this part, the little triangles and the quadrilaterals. Oop. Triangle. Is this the correct color? I don't remember. I feel like it was this one. Yes, this one. Give him the little splotchiness. Got to put a triangle on there. Got to mix it up a little bit. Maybe look at this. A pentagon. Oh no, that's just a quadrilateral. I'll draw a pentagon over here on his butt. That was pretty close. Oh yeah, that's true. I shouldn't look at what they look like until all their evolutions. That's good. That's a good point. I forgot that they're supposed to look like their evolutions. This is my Ivysaur. Venusaur, I have the picture of his thing in his Pokedex entry like cemented in my head simply because I don't know why, but like Venusaur's Pokedex image, it like emits an aura of some type. It emits some type of like, you know what I'm saying, or am I like kind of delusional when I sound like I'm being psychotic about Venusaur? There. Like I said last time, when I put these little splotches on him, it looks like he has moldy Doritos on him. But I know it's part of the character. I know it's part of the design. Then yes. Oh, he has to have a smile. This smile. Venusaur, he's a smirky guy. Make his hole thicker. Do I even need to ask? Yeah, I like to measure my sanity every now and then. This is my Venusaur. Oh, this is my Ivysaur, I mean. Let me write it up here. Ivysaur. Save. This is pretty good. All right. Now it's time for another one. Oh, open? Oh, new. Where's new? The new canvas. The Venusaur. Will I always draw a picture of... Nah. This one, no background. Just floating in the void of space. Venusaur, as he born naked as the day he was born. The front view. What color was it? This color? It was like kind of. Was it this color? I can't remember what color I used now. Let me check based off my other pictures. I'm allowed to look at my other pictures. Okay, yes, it was this picture. I think I should use a darker one for Venusaur. I feel like Venusaur has a darker complexion. Does that make sense? Here, so he's like really wide. He's like really wide. That's the outline, and this is a front view, by the way. And he's got these massive trunks of legs, like here. You know? Another one here. Oh. Got these really stumpy legs. And then he's looking right at you. He's looking you in the eyes as he has his There. And then there's the flower stuff on top of him. But before that, he has a mouth as well. So the next part, I'm going to make the eyes first, because that's the slightly easier part. Where is my brush tool? Honestly, It's looking all right. It's looking all right. Don't just criticize yet. You haven't seen the full art yet, the full process. There. Is he asymmetrical? Hold on a second. Around me. He do be looking a little asymmetrical. Hold on. Oh. There. There. We'll make him more symmetrical by making him thicker. I can see it. In my mind's eye, perfect. Maybe I should separate the head somehow. Oh, this looks really bizarre. Yeah, separating the head doesn't work. We'll just leave the head as like a blob onto the body. Then there's the big leaves. I think the leaf color should be a little darker. It's gonna look like hair for a bit, but that's like okay. That's like completely okay. There. It kind of looks like he has some really big eyebrows. Oh shit. Yeah, this is turning out pretty decent. Bro, it's Venusaur. Oh. Ah. It's too funny. What do you mean? It's Venusaur. He emits a strong aura. This is like, I don't know how to explain it, but whenever like I said, whenever I looked at Venusaur in the Pokedex as a kid, there was something about him. I feel like I'm really capturing the aura he's displaying. Is there like another leaf over here? Do like this? Yeah, there's just something about Venusaur that like he's a big chunky boy. You see, Venusaur can learn Earthquake. This Venusaur, he for sure can make the Earthquake. I guess. Look, these are the canonical Pokemon references now. I've been hired by Game Freak. They're like, you know, our public perception's really gone downhill ever since the leaks, and everyone discovered we're like really weird furry freaks. It looks like an Oddish. No, it doesn't. Oddish is a completely different shade of blue. How does this look like an Oddish? This... You know, now that you said it, I do kind of see it. I'm like stretching it in my head, and I do kind of see the resemblance to Oddish. But it won't look like Oddish for long, all right? Now we have like the big leaves. Yeah, this is hydraulic pressed Oddish. This is hydraulic press Oddish. The leaf comes out, and there's also flower. The petals. Yeah. And then there's also like a nectar part inside, right? There's like an orange part inside as well, I think. We'll use the orange. And there's like a yellow part as well. You know, it kind of looks like an Oddish that you put ketchup on, and then you put like mustard on him, and then you put like something else on him. But we'll pretend that's not the case. This is my Venusaur. Oh wait, not yet, not yet. We still have to do the dark parts. You know, the still has the triangles. You've never bought Home Depot flowers before? There, is it still like an Oddish with the signature Bulbasaur freckles? Hey man, some people gotta buy their flowers at Home Depot. They don't have the luxury of buying them at Flower Depot. They have to go to Home Depot, you know, where you can buy anything from home. I think this is pretty good. Let's make the mouth a little bit bigger. Where's the background? It looks like Oddish going through. What's the back? I told you. The other ones needed a background so I can like set the stage, right? Because they had a side profile. Venusaur is looking, he's facing you head on. It's just you and this Venusaur in the void staring each other down. The only one that gets to leave this purgatory that I've created, this art purgatory, is the one who doesn't get crushed by the other's aura. It's like in Bleach, the soul pressure, the Ryatsu or whatever, or in Dragon Ball, you know, the strength, the ki energy. Except in this case, it's just this staring you down, and the first one to get crushed by the intense presence of the other one loses. I mean, if I wanted to put a background on it, would be a suitable background for Venusaur. You know, I don't think it needs a background. I think there's also like specks of yellow here as well. Oh. Oh, it's on the flower parts, yeah. I think this is a Venusaur. Let me write it up here. Oh. Make the brush a little bit less. Venus. How do I spell Venusaur? Is it like this? Let me consult Wikipedia. Yes. I don't think this is bad. Au contraire, it is quite good. Look. I'll bring up an official image of Venusaur for comparison. Penis sword? Why would I ever say the word penis sword? This is pretty good. Mine is pretty close. You see, he has the intense aura. I got the specs right and everything. I forgot there's like a stalk here. And I forgot the flower on the top of the head. But in fairness, that wasn't always there. Because I'm looking at other pictures of Venusaur. That's not the flower there is not always there. Sometimes it's just a leaf. That's Mega Venusaur. Oh, he looks exactly the same as regular Venusaur. What? I'll put regular Venusaur then. Mega Venusaur and regular Venusaur look exactly the same. I thought they were supposed to be like cooler. These, yeah, see? Does my picture not capture the aura? Oh. Yeah. Like, I can put it over. You literally can't tell the difference. I got the colors right and everything. Like, I forgot the ears, but let's be real. Like, nobody cares about ears. I can't even tell the difference. Like, you think I'm joking. These are literally the same image to me. I don't quantify images by what they look like aesthetically. You forgot the two other legs? They're in the back. This is his big dumpy, and then the legs like curl around. You know how like when dogs sit, they have the hind legs and the front legs, and then you see like where the knees bend? That's kind of like what's going on over here. There's like some knee bending over here, and there's no outlines. Like, for example, I didn't give him toes because I'm not like that. The flower is taller. This is a very compact Venusaur. He's not built for showing off. He's built for optimal performance. This right here, you may not like it, but this is what peak Venusaur performance looks like. It's compact, aerodynamic. He has all of his power squashed into a smaller form, you know? It's like when computers were really, really big in like the 1950s, and then we get them smaller and smaller. This is literally a Venusaur. Like, I literally can't tell the difference between the two pictures right now. I don't know. You wouldn't even barely see it as if you drew Oddish going through puberty. Do Pokemon even go through puberty? I thought that was just called evolution. What? Am I wrong? This is you just don't appreciate art, right? I'm sorry. I don't care if you went to art school. You have to. Yeah, my art isn't for the critics. It's for the people. The people need my art, not the critics. All right, what's the next Pokemon? What people? What do you mean, what people? I'm gonna be one of those artists that's very famous after they're dead. But it's okay. I'm gonna be like Van Gogh, except I'm not gonna cut my ear off. Maybe I will actually. That sounds like a good idea. You know, I'm already definite. Why not just cut it off? Charmander's the second entry after you're dead. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna cut my ear off after I'm dead. That'd be pretty hard to do. That's depressing. My name shall ring through the ages in eternity. I shall dine in Valhalla with all the other great artists and warriors. Same thing, honestly. Charmander. Charmander I know how to do. Charmander, this is simple. This is an easy one. This is an easy one. Oh, maybe I can draw like all the evolutions all on one page. That's a good idea, actually. I'm going to do all the evolution on one thing. They're going to be floating in the void. So, wow, I'm so smart. Compliment me. Tell me, Ryushi, that was such a good idea. Oh, he's got a big bulbous head, like an idiot. I'm sorry, I loved you, Charmander. He's got a face. Oh, why did I press the right click button? Oh my. Well, not like that. A little. Kind of like that, but it's like. This is a Charmander. Then the eyes. His eyes are ovals. And he has blue eyes. He's the blue-eyed Charmander dragon. They go like up and down. He's watching you. He kind of looks like a Cyclops. Should I do a side view? A side view? No, I'll do a front view. He's looking at me. He's got his big old snout facing me. What does this snout look like? It should be my mind's eye. Where is it looking? He's looking at me, so the snout should be like here, right? Hold on. Be like here, right? Oh. If he's looking at me, how do I draw the snout? Well, anyways, I'll think about the snout later. I know what the rest of him looks like. Got a fat head, and then it like narrows down. He's got a neck. Got little arms. He's got a fat body there. And he has like a pouch. Well, not a pouch. But he's got like this brighter yellow spot in the middle. It goes from like here to here. And the rest of him is like the same color. You know, I know Charmander's supposed to be like a salamander, but he kind of looks like a penguin just from my drawing. Something like this. Maybe this shade of yellow is too dark. Yeah, this is a better shade of yellow. Trace over it. No one will ever know the difference. I've always chosen Charmander in all of my Gen 1 playthroughs. I always thought he was the coolest. He still is. I haven't been wrong yet. Yeah. Yeah, this is Charmander. He also has a tail, too. I'll draw the tail sticking out like here. And then the tail, there's a fire on the tail. It gets kind of thick at the base. And then the fire got red. It comes over into a wisp. I think it should come to a point. Then inside this fire, there's red. Yeah. That's good. I know this for certain. And then inside the fire, there's like different shades of yellow and orange as well. We'll put this one. Something like this. Honestly, not looking too bad yet. It's not looking too bad. And I'm assuming he's gonna have like small claws. So we'll draw like little claws on him. All right, that's not little. Because he can use Scratch, right? He's got his little fingies. The trouble is kind of the snout, but I suppose this might be enough for a snout. I can just kind of draw him looking at me like this. Or his eyes kind of far apart? I don't think they are. I think this is decent. You know? It isn't half bad. I know I say that's about all my art, but like, I always surprise myself with how not terrible I am at this. Maybe I'm delusional, but I think that's a good thing to be. You know, when you're delusional, you have more confidence in yourself, which is sometimes a good thing. You know, people give like delusional people a bad rep. They're like, oh, that's a bad thing to be. But the more I think about it, the more they just like, they're scared. They're scared of the power, of how powerful that a person becomes when they just embrace their delusions. Anyways, I'm going to be the next Hokage. Atebayo. Yeah. Oh my god. This isn't. Like, I guess the tail is here. Maybe I should do a little separation to denote that there's like a... I do this. And that kind of shows there's a separation between the tail and the foot. I mean, technically it could just be a darker orange. I can just go here and make it darker. And this way you can kind of tell, right? I think it's all right. I think I'm looking at this and I add the eyes, yeah. I think the eyes should be blue. This is where my memory's failing me just a little bit. I feel like they should be blue. But they shouldn't also be that big. Maybe like here. It's like from the top, fills most of the eye, but not all of it. Oh. You know? I feel like the head shape's really good. The head shape's decent. If I draw the smile from like here, oh, The shape is good. I think the shape is not bad. I think the shape has some nice details. Everything else is a little bit suspicious. That's okay though. And then we can draw Charmeleon. Charmeleon I know is like a darker orange or like a dark red. See this color? No, it's like more reddish. I'll go to this red. I'll like. How do I? Like a mixture. It's like here. Oh. Like this. Yeah, I think he's like that color. I mean, I know he has this weird like horn on the top. And his arms get bigger too. I'm going to be quite honest. Charmeleon is like the weirder one to me. Because his arms get longer, like thicker, but then when you go back to Charizard, his arms get like scrawny again compared to everything else. Did they ever give Charizard like secondary dragon typing? I thought they did something about that when they like invented Mega Evolution, but I don't remember for sure. Has like a horn on his head, but it's not like a real horn because it like cuts off here. And it's like there. That's the head. Maybe it should curve back more. That was actually pretty good. I think this is a decent starting shape. Build off. Then you go down and you just still have the snout. They makes him a pure dragon type. He has multiple Mega Evolutions. What the heck? They let him have more? Is that allowed? Is that legal? That seems like it's a little bit of favoritism on Game Freak's part. Is this even the correct color for Charmeleon? Hold on. Maybe it's more of a... It's more like this. This seems... Oop. That's two different. That old internet meme. G Bill, your mom lets you have 2 wieners, except it's like G Charizard. Game Freak lets you have 2 Mega Evolutions. You know? You know what I'm talking about, or am I just sounding like a weirdo? Because this is actually a reference to an internet meme I've seen. Mewtwo has... Yeah, but like, Mewtwo's a legendary, so that kind of makes sense. He's like the first really cool legendary. Charizard is just some random-ass starter. Like, technically, I know like... G-Bill, your mom lets you have 2 wieners. You've never seen that before? Maybe I am weird. Let's make the Charmeleon's jawline a little bigger. Or his head shape. I feel like this is the correct color. I know I'm like off. There's something about the color of Charmeleon that I can't get. Mewtwo was created by humans. He's still a legendary. Don't put disrespect on my guy Mewtwo. You were made by humans. I don't see you putting any disrespect on yourself. You know, why are you disrespecting Mewtwo just because he was made by humans? I was made by humans, I think. This is my Charmeleon. This is the Charmeleon head shape. Got like a neck. You know... What does the rest of Charmeleon's body look like? I feel like he's like bottom heavy. He's got a bit of a dumpy. He actually starts to grow like a neck in this evolutionist too, I think. There. And then he goes down. Yeah, Charmeleon is like bottom heavy for whatever reason. I don't know why Game Freak decided to do that. This is my Charmeleon. This is like the general shape of one. Maybe I'll smooth it out a little bit. But I think this is like the general shape of one. He's kind of thick. This ball kind of thick though. big. Like, there. And then we'll give him legs. And he also needs his fire on the tail as well. I don't know if this is what the actual fire looks like, but it seems close enough. Oh no, that's the wrong orange. It burns burns orange on the inside, and then inside the orange it also. Oh, I forgot his legs. Honestly, this Charmeleon just kind of looks like a kangaroo who's got his tail on fire. Yeah, I feel like Charmeleon's a different color than like Charizard and Charmander. He's like dark. He's like orange color. I think I got the color for Charmander pretty good, and then he goes like this dark burgundy color. Or I guess this isn't burgundy, but like maroon color. And then as Charizard, he just kind of goes back to like an orange color. Goofy shoes. Maybe. Oh no, there's like... What am I drawing? I mean, he has legs. He for sure has legs. He has like this. And he has like this. This is... Alright, this one's pretty bad. I will admit, this one's not good. It looks like he's like... I don't even know why I posed his legs like that. This is not a standing stance that makes sense. But I don't suppose it's terrible. You know, on the contrary, it appears to be... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking with this one. This is not my finest work. This is no Venusaur. The Venusaur emitted pure like energy. Its vibes were immaculate. This Charmander, he's a little bit of a weirdo, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, not that. The Charizard color though. Yeah, this is a good Charizard color, I think. So he's always got his... He's going to be sprouting flames, because I remember the Charizard Pokedex entry picture decently well, where he's like facing you. He's got the arms to the side. He's like head up, breathing fire, you know? That's a pose that also sticks in my mind. That's a pose that also emits pure aura. He has like the horns. Oh. There. And then it goes like this, and then gets thicker. And it goes there. Yeah. He has a long neck. Honestly, that kind of looks like a hand, a three-fingered hand. But it's gonna be Charizard. We're gonna make some art out of it. Let me make my canvas bigger. To go down more too. So the body, it's also a little dumpy. Or like, maybe not dumpy is the correct word, but it's a little... Honestly, they also made Charizard kind of bottom heavy. Why'd they give him such like a dump truck? Get Garrett in there. The feet should look like this. Okay. Oh, it should be a little rounded. This kind of looks like I took a penguin and I put a giraffe's head on it. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. He also has the similar pouch-like thing, but because he like the Charmeleon color change is like this, you know. We have to make it look more like the Charmander colored pouch. Oh, too large. I think this is decent. No, color in the intersection. Oh my lord, what did I do? Whoopsie daisy. Close it, and then we'll use the fill tool. My best friend, the fill tool. And he also has... He keeps the triangle eyes, if I remember correctly. Put this down, yeah. Connect the dot. White. Prussian blue is the one that Bob Ross uses. I think he maintains kind of like the blue iris as well. The eye color between Pokemon evolutions is pretty consistent, is at least what I think I'm remembering. I'm not sure if this is actually true. It looks a little goofy. Not like the Disney character, but like looks quite humorous. Not like the thigh bone, but you know. He's got wings too. And he also has arms. So I'll put the wings first because they're bigger motion. And then I'll do the arms. Look at the loose shape of a wing. I know they kind of end in like these little points at the top. No, that's not wing shape. That looks like I don't even know, a boot? A hatchet? The wing should be majestic. It should be large and then... Do they? Is that what they look like? I can't remember. Oh shit. What I have here. I think they do get narrower as they reach like the back. Tall. I don't think they're quite equal, but I don't think that it's bothering me. I don't need them to be like perfectly symmetrical, but I need them to at least look somewhat similar, right? You should be able to look at the wings and be like, oh, those are two wings, not just like random buffoonery. There's an outer border, and I know the wings are also like a teal color, not teal, but it's like they're blue-green color. Further. They're a blue-green color, like this one. Oh, that's actually good. That's a good color. The color is good. The shape, not so much. The color, good though. Trace the outline. Thread the needle all the way around. I messed up. I don't actually remember if there's a bottom border. I'm going to assume there is, because then it wouldn't really make a ton of sense if there wasn't. But I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't include the bottom border here. And it's just wrong color. Where do the arms go? He also has the tail. Oh, I forgot the tail. The tail will go this way. The tail should be thicker. Now, I could give him arms. As a matter of fact, I should give him arms. But how would they fit in? They'd have to come over the wings, right? Or in front of the wings. You know, I've been thinking so much about Charizard, I like forgot that like what Charizard looks like in my head. Or I know what he looks like in my head. But it's like when you say a word a lot, you cease to recognize it as a word. I've been imagining Charizard in my head so much that I cease to like recognize Charizard as a creature. Alright. Say what you will about the Charizard. I think it's at least better than the Charmeleon. I don't want to say I gave up, but I couldn't get the color right for the Charmeleon. I also couldn't get like the legs right. I just remember that the Charmeleon always looked the weirdest to me. My Charmander's kinda he's a little cute boy. Look at it, it's Charmander. No? You could have done better. You really believe in me that much, even with my wrists, my shaky wrists, my unsteady hands? I don't think I could have. I think this is the best I can do for the Charmeleon. Because, like, I don't remember Charmeleon that well. I remember Charmander really well, and I remember Charizard very well. But Charmeleon was always the one that was, like, he's just the intermediary step between, like, the cute one and the cool one. He's the angsty teenager, the rebel. Back to Charizard, though. He still needs his arms. I know he has, like, short arms. There's, like, short arms. There's one arm. I'm going to fill tool. The fill tool is actually my best friend. Then he has like some claws. Ooh, that's a pretty good claw. That's a good, nice hand claw. And same thing on the other side. Yes, yes, yes. It's coming together. Not in the best of ways, but it's coming together nonetheless. And he's got fire spurting out of his, you know. I'll like outline the arm a little bit. Just for a little separation. Just a little bit of separation. I don't think it's a ton, but it adds, it's not a big thing, but it adds a nice little detail, you know, the separation of the arm and everything else. So you can kind of tell they're separate parts. Honestly, I don't think I could have done better than this. I make this thicker and like watercolor. Maybe I should experiment with some different textures. The airbrush. No, not the airbrush. The watercolor brush. No, I don't like the watercolor brush. I think the paintbrush is just the best, no? I mean, the calligraphy brush can be good. And then the middle part is... How is it? It's not bad. It's pretty good. Let's see how I did. Let's see the comparisons. Charmander evolution line. We'll choose this one. Oh, and this. See? It's not bad. Not bad at all. The Charmander looks exactly the same. The Charmeleon, the essence is there. He's like different color. He still has this one. He has the triangle eyes and the weirdly shaped arms. Is a little bit of bottom heavy. And then the Charizard's basically a 1-to-1 replica. Like, you can't get any better than this. The only thing I forgot was that the bottom part of the wings was not shaded in. It doesn't have the outline like I put it. But I think the color was good. I thought the color was good, no? But I guess I was slightly wrong. A little bit. And then the last section. The last evolutionary line. Well, let me save this as... I'll save this as the Charmander to Charizard. New drawing. A new masterpiece awaits. What's the next one? Is it... Oh, Squirtle. Squirtle is like similar to Charmander. This is the color. Oh, this is the color, right? Yeah, this is a Squirtle color. For sure. Why is my thing 8,000 pixels? Why is this 3,000 pixels? What kind of high definition art am I making? So, how do I draw Squirtle? Reminisce. How do I draw Squirtle again? I had the color right. This is the correct color, so I guess I just start with the head, the things that I know he has. This is like a Squirtle head. I'll give him the cool sunglasses. I'll make him the cool Squirtle from like the Pokemon show that wears like the Kamina sunglasses. And then he has the eyes as well. The starter Pokemon eyes are always kind of the same. And then he has the shell. The shell is like his belly as well. And then he kind of has that same form of like Charmander, where he's kind of like oval head, chubby body, short arms, short legs, and that's like the standard first evolution or first form, base form. What color is the shell though? It's not that color, no. Is it this one? No. This is a color. And then yeah. And then he has the lines across like to indicate like segmentation or whatever. And then he also has like the shell background kind of in the back here. You know? Oh. Does Squirtle have a tail actually? Does Squirtle have a tail? I don't remember, but I'm making the Squirtle the cool one that leads like the Squirtle gang. So he gets like the cool sunglasses. I'll even bring out that one. What kind of shape are they? What kind of shape are the sunglasses again? This one. And then they're like some type of, yeah. Yeah, the big sunglasses. It's the cool Squirtle. You know, how come they only ever gave like Squirtle the gang? How come they never gave that to Charmander or Bulbasaur or Pikachu? I guess Pikachu because like Pikachu was Ash's special thing. There's like some segment. Oh, not like that. There's some round. How many sections are there? I'll put 3. I think 3 sections is good. And then he has the arms. The arms are like also kind of stubby. right, I'm back. Oh. So, back to drawing the Squirtle. I'm making the cool Squirtle gang, you know. Down. Right. So, we have like the shell. We have the cool sunglasses, the integral part for the cool Squirtle. And then is the shell bigger than the body? How much of the outline of the shell can you see from the body? I know you can see some of it. I don't remember if this like lined in white or not, though. I'm going to assume not. Why? No particular reason. Just based purely off my fantastic memory. That seems a little too big. But if it's going to be thicker, I think it should be thicker here. Because I feel like he's facing kind of, you know, like he's like ajar, aghast, ajar. He's diagonal. He's posing against the sunlight. He's facing us with like a his front isn't fully towards us. He's kind of turned to the left or clockwise. I don't know what I'm saying, but it should be something like that. There could be something like this. I'll make this a little thicker too to compensate a little bit. And then I can't remember if his shell has holes in it or if his legs just kind of magically come out of the shell. But I imagine it's kind of like this. Where he has the short stubby legs like Charmander. You know, there's one of the legs. I'm not going to give him toes. That's a personal decision. My choice. You know, I've been watching a lot of Marco Pierre White videos because they always get recommended to me on YouTube. And he's always so soft-spoken. And he said such a profound thing in a video about, what was he cooking? He was making... It wasn't vegetable lasagna. It might have been a salmon dish. And he said in his whispery, old, golden years Marco Pierre White voice, if you work with your hands, you're a laborer. If you work with your hands and your brain, you're a craftsman. If you work with your hands, your brain, and your heart, you're an artist. And it was so profound that, like, I can't believe this is the man that made Gordon Ramsay cry like 40 years ago. You know? If I couldn't be me, and if I couldn't like be a professional lottery winner, and if I couldn't be like, who else is really powerful? I don't know. Diogenes. I'd want to be Marco Pierre White. He seems to have life figured out, or like he seems to know what's up. The only bad thing about Marco Pierre White is like he's British, and honestly, like I don't care too much for the English. I don't care too much for Britain. I think Britain was better. Britain used to be cool. And then the Normans invaded in 1066. And then Britain was just like never the same. You know? I think 1066 is kind of like when Britain started to go bad, when the British Isles. And I know people like to meme about it on the internet, like, oh, ew, they're British. But honestly, before 1066, it was pretty cool to be an Anglo-Saxon. Post 1066, getting invaded by the Normans, like, what do you got? Ooh, okay. He's like posing on us a little bit. God, the sunglasses are so cool. I gotta go buy myself a pair of the sunglasses. The other arm is thicker. This arm is thicker than this arm. How do I even it out? I guess I can like build it little by little. Let's build it. A little better. Is it too thick now? That's my concern. I think it's fine. Then he has a mouth. There's something about his mouth. This is my Squirtle. Honestly, it kind of looks like an alien, but what can you do? This is, honestly, of my drawing so far, I would say like my best is my Venusaur. Then it was like my Charmander. Those were my two best. The Squirtle's not bad. The Squirtle's not bad. The War Turtle is going to be weirder though. Why? Wait, I just realized that Game Freak does this thing where the middle evolution of the starter Pokemon in Gen 1, they're a darker color, but in Gen not Gen. In the third evolution, they go back to like their original color. You know what I mean? Like, why is that? Why do they do that? Because if I'm remembering correctly, War Turtle is like a darker blue, and he has the funny ears and the funny tail as well. Wait, does Squirtle have a tail? Do turtles have tails? Do they? Hold on. Deep into the recesses of my mind retreats. Mind Palace. Do turtles have tails? I think tortoises might. But those are like non-amphibious land turtles. I don't think Squirtle has a tail. Yes, okay. I think War Turtle has a tail though. Why is he called War Turtle? Is there like a type of turtle, specific turtle he's based off of, or did they just like attach the word war to turtle and think that's a Pokemon? That's a cool Pokemon name. Let's run with it. So for this one, we'll draw the head first, because drawing the head's always the easiest part. I'll make the dot a little smaller. I'll make my brush a tad smaller, a smidgen smaller. He's probably a little bit bigger than Squirtle, but like when I imagine them roughly the same size. I'll draw him taller. Fine. Voices in my head, you won. War Turtle will be taller. And they gave him like the funny elf ears. You know what I mean? He has like these, like, I don't want to say they're fins, but they kind of do look like fins on the side of his head. Why'd they do that? Why'd they give him funny fins? What kind of turtle is he based off of? Is Squirtle based off like a specific type of turtle? So that's that. Because this is War Turtle and it's not the cool Squirtle anymore, he doesn't get the sunglasses off. So I think he has triangular eyes again, just like a lot of the other Pokemon. The shell should be somewhat similar though. He should still have like this. Is this the color? No. He should still have like this color shell. Brush. This, and then we'll recolor in the rest of the head later. Make the brush smaller. All right, so he's like leaning a little bit, but I think we can work with this. This is workable. And I'm pretty sure War Turtle has a tail. I don't think Squirtle has a tail, but I'm pretty sure War Turtle does. Why does he have the weird ears? That's a question that's plagued my mind since childhood, since I was a youth. Yeah, and we'll come back here. This is the head. Then the ears. What color are the ears? Are they white? Or are they a different color? His pose is going to be the same. He's going to have like a weird tail, right? It should have... What does the tail look like, though? I don't remember what the tail looks like. What does the tail look like here? I think we can do the ears should be the first part. I'll outline them in black first, and then I'll try to remember like the rest of them because they like this. That's like one of the ears. I don't know, man. These are like angel wings. Oh. This is what they kind of look like. They kind of look like in those old kung fu movies from the 70s, those old Hong Kong kung fu movies. Like the eyebrows of the ancient masters of kung fu, except they're on the side of the war turtle's head instead of attached to the face, you know? Or maybe they are attached to the face, I don't know. Never studied Pokemon anatomy. I never took a class on that. Then the eyes should be triangles. Because triangles imply some type of meanness, I guess. Some type of ferocity about the creature. Bill? Then the irises are white, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Does he have a nose? Hold on. Do Pokemon have noses? Do they have snouts of some type? I don't think they... Do they? Do they have some type of snout? War Turtle doesn't. Blastoise, I mean, kind of has a nose. But he also has, like, cannons attached to his back. But he's going to have the same deal with, like, the shell that kind of shows from the front. So I'll draw that part. That's not easy, but simple. Is it this color, actually? Hold on. Maybe it's that color shell. No, it should be darker. Yeah. Yeah, like parts of it. Down a little bit. Down a little more. Looks a little weird, to be honest, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. The segment, he looks fatter. He looks like a much fatter turtle or a Squirtle. Looks like you took a Squirtle and you like stretched him out a bit and then changed his color and gave him weird ears. He still has the segmentation going on, if I remember correctly. Some type of line through the middle to like separate the shell parts so they can bend, I assume is what it is. I don't, again, not a Pokemon not a Pokemon anatomical researcher. Not well versed in Pokemon anatomy. How about that? The legs should be. We'll draw this for now, and then we'll draw them in. Then we'll fill it out. The arms and legs should be, I feel, a little stockier. Stockier, not stalkier. Because he's a stronger Pokemon. He's leveled up. You have to hit level like 18 to get the second evolution. Yes. So stockier limbs will make the thighs thicker. Will thicken the thighs of the war turtle. Then when he comes down to the feet, okay. Oh, look at those quadriceps. War turtle can squat 200 pounds. That's not impressive. He can squat 600 pounds. That's impressive. The hell? Thought I heard like some plane or something. I was like, well, I shouldn't be hearing a plane. I'm not in the air. He's like a little awkward. I'll make the bicep thicker too. We'll make the upper arm thicker as well. This is like not too terrible. I don't have to remember what the tail looks like. Does the tail also have like the funny ears? Because he's second evolution, I'll make him brown. I feel like all the second evolutions of the starters, again, they're like the angsty teenager. This isn't too terrible. What color is eyes? I think he has like pink eyes. Something like this. Okay. So now you have to make the tail. And the tail is going to be thicker. I think it has something on it. Or I'm imagining like Dratini instead. The tail, does it come out this way? My worry is if I draw it sticking out from the front, it's going to look like a PP. And I'm going to get banned everywhere for drawing lewd images. But it's not a lewd image, it's just, what's it called? The tail. How could I represent the tail here? I could just, it's going straight down, but then, like, it's going to look really phallic. And that's not what I want. I mean, I guess I could draw it behind. So, like, not coming out of here, but just draw the behind part of it. I kind of like that idea. I'll see how it looks. It'll be, like, just here, right? It doesn't look too terrible, quite honestly. It doesn't look too terrible. It certainly, because, like, if I draw it coming out of here, it just looks like I gave a Pokemon a penis. But if I draw it coming out from the side, it's a little more ambiguous. I like this version better. Yeah. But if Wartortle has a tail and Squirtle, does Blastoise have a tail actually? I don't remember. I think if he has a tail, it's really stubby, right? Like short, kind of stout. I think I got the ears correct. This seems to be like the standout of the picture for me. These ears, because I distinctly remember looking at the Wartortle evolution, thinking, why are his ears so funny? Whenever I was like a young kid, nothing else really stood out to me. I mean, Ivysaur looks the most connected to his other forms. Charmeleon, I've already have my gripes with him. He's a little too bottom heavy. Wartortle was always like the ugly duckling of the ugly ducklings that are the second evolution. I'm gonna be real. I like a lot of the first 150 Pokemon designs. The middle evolution of the starters, not some of Game Freak's finest work. They should have spent less time drawing. They should have spent less time writing really weird fiction about the mythology and Pokemon and humans copulating, and devoted a bit more resources to these middle evolutions. That's just my opinion. But it does explain why Gardevoir is very... I didn't say that. The Blastoise. You know? I don't remember what Blastoise looks like. I know his blue color is more similar to Wartortle's than to Squirtle's, but I don't think it's quite as dark. I'll use this blue. And obviously he has the cannons as well. And then he also has like some section. And if I'm remembering correctly, I feel like there's some underside of the chin that's also like a beige color. Maybe I'm delusional. I could be wrong, but I feel like there was a little bit of like some type of a beige color in the underside. And I know he has, I don't want to say he has horns, but he has some definition to his head. Right? Like his head's kind of blocky inherently, just from like the kind of Pokemon he is. But it has some definition. Let me make my canvas bigger. This is 1,000 by 1.5 by 1,000 canvas, 1.5 by 1.6 by like 16,000 canvas. So we'll draw part of the dimension and it like bulges up. It bulges. Because when I picture Blastoise in my head, he's looking up and to the right like Charizard, and that's kind of the form. So he's like closed mouth here, right? Yeah, something like this. And he has nostrils as well. So we'll get that color in, and then he's a much thicker boy. Oh. His shell is more like armor. It's more, it's wider compared to the rest of his body. Whereas the other shells are like, yeah, they're thick, wide, but like Blastoise's is much more armor-like. It looks more protective. And then there's also the cannons that I have to leave room for. So that's like comes in the back. So I'll draw like this so far. It shouldn't slim down. It should be bulky. A barrel. Okay. He's so chunky. He's so chunky. Well, we'll make him chunky for now. If he needs to slim down a little bit, I'll make him slim down. Oh, Lord, he coming. All right, yeah. That's kind of what the shell looks like. Now, I don't remember if they show Blastoise's tail in like the Pokedex art. I feel like they should, but it's not like a super big showing of it, you know? Then he has the cannons. You know, how come Blastoise is like the only one of... He's the only one of the starters that have something attached to him. His Charizard are just like a dragon with fire on his tail. Ivysaur is a big flat pancake dinosaur with a flower on him. Blastoise legit has like heavy duty machine gun water hoses, fire hoses. Heavy duty, you know? Ray. Does he have the same segmentation? I think he does still have the same segmentation. This color was the color, right? Yes, this is the color. Again, he has like triangle eyes. I have to draw his feet. He's got big legs. Big sturdy legs to support his big muscular body. He looks like he's squatting to take a poop or something. I suppose it's not too far off, though. His legs should be large. Maybe they're too far apart. That's why they look weird to me. I think I drew them a little too far apart. Maybe I draw them closer together? When I draw them closer together, they lack some amount of thickness and dimension to them, you know? I feel like in his art, in his Pokedex art, his arms aren't outward, but they're like inside of his shell, like here. All like they're also kind of short as well. There's like some curvature, like he has a paw, so there's some brownness. And then does he have claws? I don't think he has claws. Something like this, right? I don't think he has claws, but he has like something to show that he has fingers. Same thing on the other side. The legs I'm still having some trouble with. I haven't really decided like how to put the legs. I need to make them like thick and kind of close together, but not too close together. Maybe the right leg is too far in, and that's why it looks kind of funny. What happened to my arm? I hate how right click just like deletes my stuff. All right, gotta get all the specs in there. Oh, press the Windows key. And then again, he's got the little things to denote that he has like fingers, little fingies. And the legs need work. Maybe if I bulge them out some more. Make them more top heavy. He also has a tail. Oh, but the concern again with the tail is I don't want to draw it like coming out the middle, because then it looks phallic in shape and in function. But I can't really draw a Blastoise tail coming out from the back because there's not really any back view to see for it. Does that make sense? All right, maybe this is too... actually, it looks somewhat appropriate when I give him the chunky legs. Somewhat okay, somewhat. Just a smidgen. Alright, so I have like the loose form of it. It's not terrible. The color I think is right. The posing is okay. The shape is... The shape makes him look a little big boned. But the eyes is where it all will become tied together. Oh, not there. I think this is okay. Yeah, and then what color are his eyes again? They're like pink, right? I don't know why, but I imagine Blastoise has pink eyes for whatever reason. I think when you draw the mouth, he has like a fang or something. That's kind of what Blastoise looks like. The first evolution is always the easiest to draw. So, like, actually, that's false. Bulbasaur is kind of hard. The first evolution was kind of difficult. The War Turtle was a little weird because I don't remember what he looks like, but I think the ears I did the best with those. And then Blastoise, he looks a little strange. Oh wait, I forgot. I said I think there's like some part of it, his underside, that's like colored the same, right? Or that's colored beige of some type. What kind of beige is it? Is it darker beige? I think it's like a darker beige. So I'll have to decide maybe like here. Like parts of his chin is like the same thing as his belly, I think. Because his face isn't completely blue. That's what I remember, at least from like my mind. I don't know how reliable this is though. Or my mind is. I think it's like here, right? Yes. It kind of looks like he has a beard, but I know for sure that he has like, now that I'm looking at it, this looks correct. It might not be exactly how it is in like the Pokedex art, but it looks vaguely correct. Maybe it extends further. Maybe it extends like here. Yes, this looks correct. This looks correct. His underneath his chin and his underbelly are like the same color. Yes. That's my Blastoise. Now I could draw his tail because I said I know there's a tail. But it's a deliberate choice not to, because I don't want to make it look too, you know, phallic. It's weird, because Squirtle and Wartortle are, like, clearly turtles, but when I think about Blastoise, he reminds me more of, like, a hippopotamus than a turtle, but he has this big shell in his back anyways, so. Yeah, let's go look for what the actual evolution line looks like. Where's the actual evolution line? Here we are. Copy image. Paste image. You know? The Squirtle's not bad. He kind of, the Squirtle and War Turtle, they have like a beak shape. Oh, I forgot his ears. Oh, that's what the lumps I was thinking about. The lumps on his head aren't ears. Or they're ears, they're not horns. I thought he had like stubby horns, kind of like similar to Charizard. Right? But they're just ears. Oops. Oh, his pose is wrong too. He should be facing the front. Oh, Squirtle has a tail too. What the hell? I never noticed it. What color are his eyes? I think his eyes are brown and not pink. So I'm gonna save this. We'll call it Squirtle line. Squirtle to Blastoise. All right. Oh, so I was correct about the segmentation. I do remember that part. Oh, the segmentation is correct, but it's a little more complicated than just being straight lines across. Yes. And then the shell is kind of outlined with white. That's just another part I forgot. Other than that, really? I thought Blastoise was a lighter blue than what he is there. I think if I switch the War Turtle color and the Blastoise color, I'm getting pretty close in terms of color. The shapes are all different, but honestly, the pose for my War Turtle kind of matches the Pokedex art. Very surprising how much I remember. But I am feeling very tired. Oh, I wanted to draw more, but I'm sorry. My eyes are falling. I just can't think properly. So I'm gonna call it here for tonight. I might continue this tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Or I might just want to play more 9 Souls because I feel like at a 9 Souls I'm in a pretty good place to keep going. The plot's picking up. The Lady Ethereal plot seems interesting. So I want to call it for tonight because I'm a lot more tired than I thought I would. I thought I didn't take my afternoon nap like a silly fool I am. I went to go work this morning. I didn't take my afternoon nap. So we did the starters. And the starters don't look half as bad as I remember in terms of like from memory, right? My Venusaur was probably one of the things I'm most proud of. My Venusaur, beautiful. Wow. Chef's kiss. And honestly, I'm rather impressed with the War Turtle here. I think this is a good... actually, no. I got the curve the wrong way. They don't curve the correct way. And then the... Oh, I never noticed that Squirtle has fingers. I guess that's a common thread. I never really remembered the fingers and the toes. I just kind of assumed that they don't have them. But so tomorrow, maybe 9 Souls, maybe more drawing. We'll see. But I'm super sleepy. So I shall call it for tonight. So thanks for being here. Maybe tomorrow. Oh yeah, 9 p.m. tomorrow. A little bit earlier. Unless you'd have more sleep.